What's going on, guys? Kitsune TCG here, back with another video, and just taking a look at another version of Blue Eyes. This one obviously being a little bit more budget friendly, but still I think actually retaining a pretty nice power level, utilizing the Invoked engine. Obviously some changes, removed the Primite engine obviously to make way for the Invoked engine. I thought I'd just kind of show off, what this deck is kind of capable of. It is actually still a pretty nice version and has a lot of ways, obviously, to play around things like Nibiru. So I thought I'd just kind of show this off and go from there. Much of the main deck is pretty similar. We are still just running 2 Blue Eyes. That's all we need. Definitely don't want to go down to 1, though. We've got the 3 Maiden of White, 3 Sage. I've taken out Master. Obviously, we're utilizing Aleister is probably our first, or actually it has to be our first summon, and then, utilize Sage off of the field spell. So don't really have room for Master anymore. We've got 3 Wishes, the 1 Roar, and the 1 Mausoleum of White, 1 True Light, and 1 Majesty of the White Dragons. Going into the Invoked engine, we are playing 3 Aleister and 1 Magical Meltdown. Obviously this can protect your, fusion summons going second, but it's primarily just there as a 4th copy of Aleister, just because you obviously want to make sure that you are seeing him in most hands. Do have 2 Invocation. Got the 3 Nibiru, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Valor, and then 1 Magnamut and Druisworm. Obviously, being able to go into something like Spears and bring out Magnamut to search Druisworm, it just kind of gives you something to do. Obviously, if you draw it, it's great. You can kind of utilize that as an interruption, but, there are just kind of ways to kind of get that out. So, something to kind of just bump this up to 40. And then we have the 3 Crossout and 1 Called By. Obviously, you want to make sure this deck is able to kind of play through a lot of things, so just having that in there is another pretty good option to play around things like Nibiru, or, you don't want to, sometimes, it's okay if Wishes gets ashed, but a lot of times you do kind of want it to resolve. And then do have Pot of Prosperity, again for just a little bit more consistency, and then rounding it out with 3 Imperm. So that's the main deck. It is 40 cards. Let me just go ahead and show off the extra deck, and then we'll pop over to a combo. Alright, just kind of going over that extra deck. Again, pretty similar, but a few changes. We are running 2 Mechaba, just the 1 Tyrant Dragon, since we did want to make sure we have room for the Mechaba. Still the 1 Neo Blue Eyes. Still got the 3 Spirit and the Crimson Dragon package. So we got the Crimson Dragon, the Ultimate Spirit Dragon, and the Cosmic Blazar with the Cipher. So still the 3 kind of targets there. I'm obviously usually making the Ultimate Spirit off of Spirit Dragon, but still kind of have the targets for Crimson Dragon overall. And then 2 Spirit with Eyes of Blue, the 1 Seals, and then SP, which should probably be Typhon, but there's obviously a few other things that you could do for it. But realistically, I would probably be going Typhon if I'm not playing SP, but I just cannot find my copy. So got SP in there for now. It's fine. I like it, but yeah, I definitely should be playing Typhon. So that is the extra deck. Let me just kind of quickly hop over and show off a combo. Alrighty. So just kind of quickly showing off a combo here. This is going to be kind of like a basic kind of 2-card combo. Obviously, to take advantage of the Invoked engine, we want to make sure we have Aleister. This could obviously also be the copy of Magical Meltdown. From there, we have Maiden of White or Sage. Maiden is definitely a little bit better of a hand, just because you're able to get out the True Light. But Sage is also possible because obviously you're just going to be immediately searching for the Maiden. You can have like Wishes or something like that as well and kind of do something similar, but just for this purposes, we are going to just show off this kind of 2-card combo and, to show what the deck is kind of capable of. So, we've got the normal of Aleister. Now, a lot of times you're just going to draw the Invocation and you're fine if they hand trap you. It's definitely been all my experience with playing Invoked. I feel like a lot of people just are not going to choose to interact on Aleister at this point, but you're obviously going to add Invocation off of Aleister. Whereas before, you were obviously needing to go into Artemis to get a light. The Spirit with Eyes of Blue does a similar thing, so obviously can link Aleister into Spirit with Eyes of Blue. And that is going to grab us the field spell for Mausoleum of White. We can go ahead and go Mausoleum of White. Now, obviously, like I said, if you want to play around some hand traps, we want to do a few things first before we activate the effect, but it just obviously does depend. We'll go ahead and go Maiden of White. And that is going to grab True Light for us. Now we can go True Light first. It's going to grab us the Wishes. I'm going to go ahead and set that. Then we can go and activate it, and then just, pitch one of your other 3 cards. Could be, obviously, anything, but we'll go ahead and go Wishes. And we're going to want to grab the Sage as well as the Roar of the Blue Eyes. So we've got those guys. Now again, before obviously we activate Mausoleum, we can go ahead and normal Sage and grab a Veiler. So we are on 3 summons here. We can go Mausoleum, targeting Spirit. It's going to dump a Blue Eyes. Now, if you are worried about Nibiru, you would probably want to hold the Sage before, so your 5th summon is the Mechaba. So it just kind of depends on how you want to play it, but if you're worried about, Ogre, then you would want to make sure that you're normaling the Sage first before you activate the Mausoleum effect. So it just depends on, what exactly you think maybe your opponent has. Obviously, we go Spirit effect here, bringing out the Blue Eyes and the Maiden of White. Like I said, this could either be your 4th or 5th summon, depending on how you kind of sequence it. From there, we know we obviously can now activate Invocation because the Spirit is off the field, and we can banish those 2 for the Mechaba. Now we have the Veiler in hand, so obviously before we get the Aleister back, we do have a monster negate in case they've interacted with us in any way, but we're going to get back the Aleister by putting back the Invocation, and that will add Aleister back to hand. Now we obviously have something free to discard, and then we'll have that effect Veiler in addition. So from there, we have the Blue Eyes and Maiden. It obviously doesn't matter, which one goes first, since we're not playing the Master portion to take advantage of Maiden's other effect. So it doesn't matter which one we link away or synchro away with first. Do want to make sure we do the Wishes to get the Neo Blue Eyes. Obviously still pretty good protection for any of our Blue Eyes monsters. And then we're just going to synchro away into a Spirit Dragon. And we just go ahead and go Spirit Dragon effect for the Ultimate Spirit Dragon. And then we have the Roar. And that we'll go ahead and bring out our other Blue Eyes from deck. Somewhere. There it is. And then you can just go ahead and synchro these for another 9. And you can definitely leave it that way for now. We can go into our opponent's turn. We'll have obviously the Graveyard effect, and then you can turn this into Crimson Dragon, or, well, actually, since we did do the Ultimate, we do need to do that now, so we can just go ahead and go Crimson Dragon, targeting the Ultimate, and make Zephyr. Obviously, if you decide to hold on to the 2 Spirit Dragons for your opponent's turn, you don't have to do this right away, so it just depends again on how you want to play things out. We do obviously have the Aleister for the Mecha Mitigate, we do have the Effect Veiler, and then you still just have 2 cards in hand depending on what your starting 5 looked like. So that is definitely kind of one of the combos that this deck is capable of. Again, depending on how you play it, you can basically get Mechaba out by your 5th summon, just to protect you against, obviously Nibiru is a very popular hand trap, and you always kind of have to watch out for it, so depends on your hand how you want to play things, but this is definitely something that I think is actually pretty strong, and I wouldn't be surprised if it is a very successful version of Blue Eyes. But yeah, let me know down below what y'all think, and I will see y'all next time.